I hear music. That must mean the game has started.
It has. Does anyone wish to do a recap?
We fought a lot. We came, well, not really. We were sort of exploring the caves. We came to like a cool place to dig stuff up. So we had to go at that. It was like a spirally chamber. We got ambushed a few times while we were meandering around, but dealt with those ambushes. And we came to a room that had like some pools of water in them, mud actually. Checked those out, drew a smiley face, came here, or came to where we are now, got in a big fight, took it very seriously, cast lots of spells, threw a explodey bomb,
That worked flawlessly, and nothing went wrong with it whatsoever.
which was pretty glorious for the enemy. And we survived the first wave, nay, hopefully all the waves. Although some trogs didn't flee, they just regrouped elsewhere. But many did flee.
You forgot to mention the attempted negotiation and Lens's errors. An ineffective
that was
agent.
really
Can we call that? Yeah, okay. Sure, we attempted negotiation. Lenza shot one of them. Then they attempted negotiation, but their negotiation was just get the fuck out. And we were like, no. And so then we attacked them.
And then now they're going, okay, we're going to eat you.
So what you're
Yeah,
saying
but
is that with
the
the
price.
what you're going to say is with regards to the arrow in negotiations and the brimstone munition, that Lenza had a bonza session last time.
Oh god. Funny. I usually aim really well, but not this time.
But when you pull out the nuclear weapon, make sure it's pointed in the right direction.
It was pointed in the right direction. It bounced off a wall.
And obviously, play of the game was Jaquan for pretty much one-shotting the beast.
Yeah, saving our asses.
Mhm.
One-handedly.
Alright, that's pretty good. I'll give Minerva a bonus of 50 XP for that
Can
recap.
Shiro have it?
No.
That's fine.
Shiro is technically an NPC at this point in time.
Yeah, fair.
Right, let's put you guys on.
You know
the
what's
map.
going to be funny, though? When you have to re-roll another character after your backup character gets killed in the session.
It won't be funny. That's why he's going to leave.
Oh, it'd be hilarious.
Because he's just going to be like, oh, what is wrong with you guys? This is not looking good. And he's all out of heals now, so...
Well, I've been out of heals for like 3 sessions.
Yeah.
Heals? What's this healing thing?
You healed
The only
last.
reason I'm here is to like curse everyone with my what is it?
Shift
Blessing.
for the guys. I don't know. I found us, but that's fine.
Bottom left-hand corner,
Here we go.
Yeah.
where we were last week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes. So the enemy were not slain in such a neat, orderly manner. I just put them in the neat, orderly manner so I could go through and count them and see what you had done for XP point of view.
Which is pretty good. It's not bad.
Hmm.
Not a
And
bad
there
tally.
were the handful off screen on the other map as well. All right, that's where you find yourselves.
Cool. All right, let's get something.
So first off, we should probably deal with the our friend, the priest.
Oh, he's held, isn't he?
He is
He's
held.
held.
and
I'd
by-
say we just
Kill
put
him.
back over his head and use him as a hostage later, maybe.
I mean, we captured the negotiator. There might not be anyone else left to negotiate with.
Well, they might not want us to kill their head honcho priest person.
Well, it would make more sense to tie him up, and we can always stab him in the neck later. We can't unstab him in the neck, can we?
He's an asset to be used or expended as necessary.
Shiro says, as the scion of my own house and my own negotiator, if I was to be ransomed, I would hope that I wouldn't be killed outright.
Yeah. We're not complete dicks, we're just part-time dicks. Anyway, we should probably search this cavern.
I mean, the thing is, he has a spellcaster, so we should like. Are we confident that we can take all precautions to stop him casting spells?
Well, I asked that. I know that Shiro is a caster, and so I asked him, "What would stop you from casting spells?"
Yeah, don't ask Minerva. That's fine, but
Or Sean.
for, yeah, Sean. So there are 3 different things that contribute to spell casting: verbal, somatic, material.
So you're saying if we tie him up and gag him, he can't cast spells? Which is what I said we should do?
Yep, that's correct.
Cool.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, take
I should
his
do that anyway.
components off him, tie his hands behind his back, and like glove them up so that he can't move his hands around, so he can't make gestures, and yeah,
Cut him off.
gag him.
Cut him off at the elbows.
Yeah, even just blinding him will stop most spells, because without a target, it's very hard to spell cast anything offensive. There are spells he could still cast if he couldn't see, but most of them aren't going to be.
Have we got the detect traps thing still happening?
Yes.
Yes, that's what the aura on Shiro is.
We are possibly deep enough into their caves that they probably wouldn't have traps set up.
Shiro's
Well-
just going to start looking at what these guys are carrying.
Okay, as you are doing this, at this point in time, both Lenza and Shiro, not Shiro, Minerva, hear off in the distance, echoing throughout the cave systems, the sounds of croaks and yells and yaps and chok, 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 chok.
Oh, they're gathering people. We need to get out of here.
It seems to be fair way off, but it does echo and reverberate, and you're just picking it up, but you both did pick it up.
Cool. Awesome.
All
I want
right.
to quickly check this cavern for
Yeah, we basically do the loop. If we can't find Siobhan,
we ride her off.
Okay,
quite possibly.
Shiro's just going to be looting people,
Okay,
but the other people check. That's fine.
so the trogs don't seem to be carrying anything of value. It's
Just these ones, just the warriors. I'm not checking all of them.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any of them seem to be carrying anything of value, none of the dead ones anyway. It looks like they were just kitted out for combat, almost as though they knew that you were coming. So they just grabbed their weapons rather than any valuables. You might find a little trinket here or there. Did you say, Sean, that you were going to be going throughout the cavern looking for stuff?
No, I'm looking for Saron, not stuff.
Okay, well, you can start moving yourself as befits your search if you wish.
All right.
Oh, 5 hit points. Oh.
I'm going to start, or Hypatia's going to start tying up the shaman, just in
Okay.
case.
As you start tying up the shaman, Hypatia, you notice that he has on him 2 small ceramic kind of jars. They're almost like a cross between a bowl and a bottle, but they're slightly jar-shaped. They're small. They might hold a couple ounces of liquid, and they seem to be sealed with some kind of moss and string.
Healing potions.
Possibly. I'm going to need...
Maybe poison.
I know.
Maybe.
I'll liberate them and find out later.
Okay.
Oh, someone...
I'm just having a look in this little tent or this shelter down here.
Okay, there is no chiffon in there.
No, but is it just what's in there?
I
Is
thought you
it
said you were
obvious
looking for chiffon rather than stuff.
I am, but it's.
But there could be stuff as well.
Does it look like?
I was
Does
just
it
being
look
led
like-
by what you said. That's all.
Does it look like a just a general sleeping
Yes.
quarter, or
Looks
does
like-
it look like?
It looks exactly like that.
Yeah, so it's like just a little family hut.
Basically, it has a few bits and pieces in there. Are you throwing it over, or are you just having a quick squiz?
No, I'm just sticking my head in there, looking around. I was just getting an idea of what's in here. Like, is it a family type dwelling, or is it a warrior type dwelling?
As you don't know much about Trog social structure and society bonds, you have no clue.
NFI. Is this bridge look secure and sturdy?
They ran across it.
Okay.
Granted, they weren't wearing heavy armor. Roll a d10 for me, please.
I'm not wearing heavy armor anyway.
You're wearing
I'm
heavier armor than they did.
True.
And
But it's-
they average, like, their average Trog warrior stands about just over 5 feet tall. Fairly lean.
Don't walk from behind me till he tells me what happens.
You're
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
You didn't die.
Okay. Well, now you can follow me.
It
Playing
did.
D10 again?
No, it's fine.
It
It
did
did
creak.
creak. Yeah.
Ooh,
You guys are okay
Mm.
moving across, so.
I don't know about Minerva.
Also, I'll
She's
still
wearing
say
gold
around
too.
the priests.
Roll a d6 for me, please, Sean. All of you can actually roll a d6 for me. Tell me if you roll a 6. Actually, I'll be able to see if you roll a 6. Lenza rolls a
Yes,
6.
I rolled a 6.
Phew. Or a 6
Sure,
good.
got a 5.
So did Sean.
Yeah.
Alright, so
One.
only Lenza got one.
Ah,
We all rolled real high.
Not that high.
Alright,
so I'm going to roll high when I want to low when I want to roll high, and high when I want to roll low.
alright, so Lenza, you found something, which I've now given you a card for.
Okay.
Nice.
Trinket, amazing.
Just gonna take
Okay.
it nice and slow.
Gonna
A
keep-
glass eye with an aquamarine iris.
Yeah, you
Interesting.
just find something that just out of the corner of your eye takes your fancy, and that's what it is.
Cool. Excellent.
Can I crack one of these crates open?
The sounds are starting to get louder. You can all hear them.
We
Do
should
you-
probably leave.
Do you wish to spend time cracking it open? Jaquan and Minerva and Taipei and Shiro are starting to get quite ballsy.
We're really frantically searching for
You have-
Cinnabon.
You have not found Cinnabon. You have not even found Fingerbun.
Okay.
This looks kind of like a dead end. I think. I don't like this.
I'll just have a quick look up here. No.
Yeah, I think we're leaving.
Yep.
Boy, we tried. I'm gonna laugh if she was in that tent. I'm just gonna call out Cinnabon a few times. Cinnabon.
She won't know who
Nice.
she won't know because it's not a name. But anyway. It'd be like,
Jaquan's gonna sort of. Ah, shit.
did you delete him?
No, I didn't delete who.
I know.
Cinnabon.
I
I
think.
just heard Jaquan go shit, and then he disappeared.
I thought he
Thought
I
he
think I
must
saw
have hit
some
the
movement
delete
down
button.
there. I wasn't sure what it was, and we're just gonna move away now.
Okay.
Run away.
Well, it was a lizard. It was a trog, but I'm not gonna hang around and see if it was armed or had company.
What are we doing with
Let's
this
leave
guy?
a note. Just leave a note quickly saying we have your leader. Trade here in 1 day, 2 days, 1 week.
What are you writing it on?
The
Tent
ground.
wall.
And what language are you writing it in?
Yep, that was the
Trade
next
tongue.
question. Alright, so what'd you write it on? Sorry, I missed that.
Just in the ground
Okay, you scratched it in the ground.
with a javelin point. You know.
Cool.
How hard is this soil?
That's fine. I just wanted to know where you were writing, that's all.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Trade for leader. 2 days.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. And you're heading back out that way you came in?
Probably,
Yeah. Let's
yes.
just head back to where Shiro was.
Okay. On that case, Jaquan and Kruber are gonna start dragging the witch doctor, shaman guy.
Do we need to walk there, or are we okay to fast travel
I'm going. So where do you want to go?
in
Back to where?
formation?
Where do you want to go?
Where Shiro was?
Okay. So and you're taking the guy with you?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So let me just hang on. That will go. So I'm just going to do a copy paste. Control C. Jumpy jumpy jump to. Is that the map? I want to make sure you put you on the right map, and I'll delete those tokens. Alright, and paste. Paste. Oh, I think I got them all within dynamic lighting. How's that? No one appeared in the void. And we shall now flick you yonder.
Here we are. Oh, die.
Yeah, someone wrote that.
That's the trap of doom.
I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
waiting
that's a
for it to
forward
load
trap.
still. All I can see is die at the moment. Ah, there we go. Ooh. So I think we want to go down here a bit, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
You need to
Okay,
drag the dude along with us.
Yeah, don't have control.
Oh, right.
You do not have control. If I gave you control, you'd be able to see his character sheet.
Fair.
Fair.
So we're going over here to the lava pits.
Yeah,
Mhm.
just where
Where-
Shuri's been camping up.
Where Siobhan jumped in. Not Siobhan, sorry, Radney, when Craig was running out. Alright. It is quite hot and stuffy in here, and everyone except for Shiro finds it really disturbing. I mean, Shiro doesn't really like it either, in being in such close proximity, but he seems to be able to deal with it better than the rest of you.
Oh, what, you guys haven't been around like the Heart Forges? This is where I commune with the Eight. This is where I feel closest to them. Near
Yeah.
fire. Is that not how it is for you, brother?
Well,
Talking to Sean, you know, the other person who's been casting magic. And also Radney, sister.
No, Radney doesn't like this place at all. The thick sulphurous air makes you feel more than a little bit distressed, burns your lungs a bit, makes your eyes water. Yeah, plus it smells just really bad.
Well, do we want to camp in one of the rooms that's nearby? There were the places near the traps if this is too rough for you guys.
it's not a bad idea if it's defensible.
Yeah.
The traps are an added benefit.
Not really, but sure.
Well, it is because we can. Why would you mean
There's
it's
not that much. I mean, we'd have to spread out, honestly, around these around this area. What's the entrance to this place like?
But there's only a really two little narrow entrances into this space here.
Yeah. Like
Right,
if we hold up
so-
in this one, that's pretty good.
And if they do try to attack us, then we've only got to
Look,
perform.
there is only one way into this cave. Yeah.
That you know of, yes.
Yeah. Like there's only the entrance here, pretty much.
Pretty much.
So as long as we can guard that, we can camp wherever the hell we want.
True. But up here, you've only got to defend a smallish area. And as they come to you, they'll fall.
Technically, even just here.
Yeah, well, maybe over this corner. But
I don't know how.
at least the first.
Lenza likes her
wave.
space.
Hmm.
Well, you can camp over here. This can be your whole area. You can be by yourself.
And what everyone else crams into the.
What do you mean crams in? It's huge.
It's not
Yeah,
that
these
big.
are like 5 foot by 5 foot squares.
Yeah,
That's a big room.
it's pretty big. It's bigger than my master bedroom.
Yeah,
There is like 6 of us trying
you
to get in.
got to remember these
Yeah.
tokens. These tokens are the amount of space that you occupy when you are in a combat situation. You do not take up a 5 by 5 foot area
sorry.
when you're just walking down the street.
Thank God.
Unless you eat a lot of McDonald's.
Yeah.
Whatever. Well, Lenza is in support of just camping out and resting a little bit, but we'll see how we go.
That's fine. I'm just, yeah. I have an 8x8 tent, and it's fucking massive. That's what I'm saying. When you take it camping, it's pretty big.
So you had to leave
Is that 8 foot or 8 meters?
8 foot.
Okay.
You had to leave the caves to go back into the caves to get to here.
Mm-hmm. Was there anything outside that looked different?
No.
Like a massive
Other than-
party?
No, other than the fact that it was starting to get dark.
Cool. So I think we should just camp up here, set up the watch as per usual. Well, I think that we can still do that without any too much adjustment. Maybe we can have Haradny with first watch with the Minerva, rather than because we don't have Theta.
Yep. And sure, I'll go on last watch with somebody, I guess.
Sean, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Len's okay because we're missing Aaron and Kukulane, yeah.
And
Mhm.
Faydir.
Yep.
So,
So
your
we
watch,
don't. So one watch will be one person.
correct.
Unless
So
we have three.
If we do
you have
three
Haradny
watches,
and you have Shiru.
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah, that's what
So-
should be fine.
first watch is Haradny and Minerva.
Yep.
Second watch is you three, as in Hypatia, Jaquan, and Lenza, and then third watch is Sean and Shiro.
Do you want to edit the party watch and just put another group in there with these characters so that
Yep.
Unless we want to put no, that seems good.
I mean, we could so Minerva.
Minerva and Haradny on first.
Yeah. Bring it now. And then second is Jaquan.
Hype and Lenza.
Does Hypatia need spells?
No.
Oh no.
Not cool. Third is Sean and Subban.
Shiro.
Sure, sorry, yes.
Shiro. Kaneda.
Sure is spelled as I think it is.
You can look in the log.
Probably.
Most likely.
SHIRO. Yep, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Done. I just added it underneath it.
cool.
But apparently I forgot to capitalize that half.
Minerva doesn't matter. Minerva, Haradny, Jaquan, Hypatia, Lenza, Sean, and Shiru. Okay, no worries. Let us see what happens.
Enki's also on first watch, so there's really three of us.
Yeah. Ideally, with the watch, one person watches the. I don't know what the troll's going to do, but one person should be watching them probably. But how long does the hold person last?
90 minutes.
It's a while, but not
Yeah,
a long
he
while.
will-
Cool. So they would have been away. They would have woken up essentially before we settled into sleep.
Yes, definitely. Stupid thing. Highlighting something.
Can we move him, like, I don't know, to the back of one of the caves or something
Yeah.
as well?
I'd be
Absolutely,
moving
absolutely.
him to. I'd be
Or
moving
do you
him-
want him, like, right near the pit so we can just kick him
Kick.
into it if he pisses us off?
That's probably not a good idea because he might not die from that.
Well, yeah, but if we put him at the front here, and then the trogs come, we have a trog shield
Drug
Mhm.
shield.
to start negotiations with, and when negotiations fail, we just push him forwards, and he falls through the hole
That's what you get.
as we draw our weapons and start fighting.
I'd prefer him to be at the back just in case.
Yep.
Sure.
So he can stab us in the back.
Ping where you want
Yes.
him.
I think probably here somewhere.
Okay. So what I'm getting from that is
Cut him in half.
here.
Cut him in half. We get half each.
Yeah, well, I have half at the back, half at the front. Yeah, I don't know, let's just go with the back, that's fine. As funny as it is to throw him into the well.
There?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
no worries. He has come out. By the time you work all this kind of stuff out and decide this is where you're going to camp and start laying down your stuff, he has come out of the hold person.
Mhm.
You do have him bound, you do have him gagged. That's fine. He will just glare at you.
I'll just talk to him, or Minerva will, and be like, in trade tongue, our plan is to negotiate with the other trogs and see if they're willing to trade you for our companion.
He continues to glare at you.
Okay,
Since
glare
he-
away, buddy.
since
Maybe
he
you'll feel
is-
better in the morning.
Since he is gagged and cannot talk even if he wanted to.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. He can nod though. Shake his head.
Maybe that's not part of their culture.
Tell them to blink.
Gonna mark up some rations if we haven't already done so.
And then
Indeed.
face him back into the corner again.
Hey, does someone want to lend me some rations?
Yeah, that would be nice because I tished everything that I couldn't carry, which is pretty much everything except my armor and weapons.
Yep, cool. I've got some spare. It's only like preserved stuff, so it's nothing fancy, but it'll
What?
do.
And you
I-
want
I
healing
would
spells?
I used all my fresh rations as we were hiking to this place.
Also, just a reminder, if anyone ever wishes to whisper to me, because I run two computers, if you whisper to the GM, it will appear on my tablet, which I may not be looking at. If you whisper to Grail, it will appear on my main screen. So the difference
But
is
also in the video.
whether you wish people to see it in the video, indeed.
So who needs rations?
Just remind me if you whisper to me as a GM.
So
Me?
if you whisper to him as a GM, you have to tell everyone, "I just whispered to your GM," and
Just
everyone
send,
will go, "Ooh."
just send me a whisper as Grail saying, "I whispered."
Sorry. How many people need rations? 2, was it?
Yeah.
Yes, thanks.
Cool. There we
Shiro
are.
needed some, but Minerva gave him some.
Wait, he doesn't have his own? Surely he would have had his own food if he has been here for how long?
He didn't.
The problem was that
it was
he
one
got
of the
in here.
reasons he was so happy that you guys turned up.
Right.
The problem
awesome.
was he got in here, got stuck behind all the trogs, and then went crappity crap.
Cool.
So what you're saying is Shiro is us now. Shiro, when we picked him up, is where we're going to be tomorrow.
Yep, pretty much.
Maybe we'll see how we go. Look, I've got 5 days of rations left. So does Haradni. We still got a bit of food.
Sean better start meditating for that next level. Although create food and water's the 2 levels after that, so maybe not.
We're gonna have to put away all our light sources because all of us are shining brightly at the moment.
You are.
What's wrong with that?
We should probably actually make a campfire or something, or just have no light. But yeah,
Why?
It is.
The trogs will
That
see
we
better than us
literally
in the
no light
dark.
in here then.
The trogs will see way better than us in the dark.
true.
Okay, so your watches that you displayed, during each watch you will hear nothing. There will be no interference, nobody will come in here traipsing around looking for you. You are safe and secure in here. You can get a full night's rest as per normal and heal 10% back of your maximum hit points round up.
So little.
2 hit points. Yay!
No, you
Hang
get
on.
3 hit points, 10% round up.
Oh, that's right. Cool.
Math good?
I don't know how many hit points I've got in total. I have to look
Your
it
maximum hit points are 22.
up. It is, isn't
Get a
it?
whole
I'm
2
looking at your
HP.
token.
Yeah.
And Haradni has 28?
Yes, so she gets 3.
She gets 3. Yep.
Lenza gets 2. Minerva
Amazing.
gets 3. Jaquan gets 4. Why did Jaquan drop to 4 hit points at one
Because
stage?
for some reason I put the amount he gets instead of the amount he instead
You
of the total.
overwrote it.
Reasons.
Cool.
Yeah.
And Hypatia got 4 as well, and Shiro gets 2.
Cure light wounds. What do you reckon I take 5 cure light wounds?
I mean, yeah, like. Oh, that's right. Haradni can also choose stuff.
Yes, she's
Yeah,
a level.
That's really important.
She should probably take some cure light wounds, just throwing it out there.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Okay, cool. So I think she'll drop a protection from evil and a light for 2 more cure light wounds. Because they seem redundant currently.
I mean,
Probably
light's
good
an
choices.
awesome spell.
It is,
But
because
yes,
it can be
cure light
weaponized.
wounds. Yeah.
Can be weaponized, but also it's. I think the light wounds are going to be the thing. Are there any high level heal spells?
There is, but
There's
you're
heaps,
not
but
high
we're
enough.
not.
Oh,
But
by
when-
the way, Shiro, you and Sean, as clerics, and Radney would know this as well. This Trog had a holy symbol on him. If you remove the holy symbol, he would be unable to cast spells.
Oh,
I'll
well, we'll just
I'll
take the
just
holy
assume that
symbol
you would be able to do that also. That's
Ah,
assuming that
yep.
his spells are only divine.
Yes, but we'll
Focus.
take the holy symbol off him anyway.
Yes.
regardless.
No focus for you.
What was I checking?
Oh yeah, so the next one's Cure Critical Wound, which is level 5.
Cure
Jeez, that's not much.
serious at level 4.
Ah, okay, cool. There we go. What? That's a. I guess it's in alphabetical order. Yeah, that. I dislike how they're ordered in the book.
I
Because
keep
it
bringing
goes
this up.
Cure Critical Wounds, Cure Disease, Cure Light Wounds, Cure Serious Wounds.
This comes up all the time with modern day players. You know, in 3rd edition, that was when they changed to the more modern style of displaying spells. Everybody whinged that the spells were displayed differently. Now,
Yep.
after 20
Well,
years,
sounds about right.
people go back to this. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, it's just
Terrible.
what you used
Yeah,
to.
that's what you used to.
Yeah. Because, oh man, the whinging with 3rd edition spell layouts. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
I can very much imagine.
Yeah,
N-
'cause you're-
nerds.
yeah.
Nerds do love to whinge.
They do.
Change. It's not
Where-
all it's cracked up to be.
Where's just the lists? Oh, there we are. I had to go there eventually.
Alright, so cure light wounds. I
Cleric
won't
spells.
take any other spells for 1st level. I'm going to regret that. But anyway.
How many level 1 spells do you get?
Me, 5.
5. I'll take 4 and take something else.
Sanctuary, then I can run away.
Yeah, Sanctuary's. I mean, Radnik's taking Sanctuary. Sanctuary's pretty good. 2. Okay. Hold Person was pretty decent. Let's keep that. Blessed was also pretty decent. Let's keep that. Filch Weapon actually that good, or I guess when it goes off, it's pretty good.
Which spell was that?
Spiritual Weapon.
Ah,
Spiritual weapon's awesome.
To do.
Probably, but she's not going to prepare Audrey this time around because it's not entirely useful in the current situation.
Augury's pretty great. You can ask whether we should try to negotiate. Would actually be really handy for us to know.
So augury is basically just you state a course of action that you are going to be doing within the next 30 minutes, and you'll get a. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it neither?
We're going to go and negotiate for Cinnabon. Is that good? Bad?
Yeah.
So it can be good. You just got to use it right.
We're going to go and negotiate for an alive Cinnabon.
All right. Well, I guess you'll keep it to cast then.
I'm just saying, if you think that that's worthwhile, I mean, it seems pretty reasonable.
yeah.
There may
It
be
would
better
be nice.
things, but I don't know. It's not worthless. Is my point. Prayer is really good, and Haradni has it. We should
Yes.
use
No,
that next time.
she's giving prayer. Is striking? That's the other one.
Striking does additional damage. If you're fighting fairly tough enemies, it does an additional 1d6 damage for your attacks.
Yeah, 1d6, yeah. Striking's pretty good, and it makes your weapon magical too.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But probably not useful in this particular situation then.
Why is that?
Wow. Everyone's already got magic weapons. Destruction would be nice.
No, they don't. Minerva doesn't have a magic weapon. Sure, doesn't have a magic weapon.
It's not just a magic weapon, it does an extra 1d6.
It does also does
Yeah.
1d6.
Yeah, this is true.
What else have we got? Dispel magic might be useful.
Could be really useful.
I think she might take dispel magic over striking.
Nice.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Done. Wow, preparing spells. I haven't done that before.
So we get up in the morning.
You have gotten up in the morning. You are all there.
Yay! All right.
Well,
so how we dishing out these cure spells? Because I think that's the first order of business.
Sean's going to take one for himself.
I'm sure Haradni will too.
Well, I think pretty much everyone should get one.
If before you do that, if I may interject, just to remind you, Radney has an artifact.
Oh right, yes, of course, the blood heart,
Oh,
which I
that's
can use,
right, yeah.
which I can use now.
How's that work again?
It's once per day, so the user can choose to heal one or more visible allies within 60 feet as per a cure light wound spell that is effective immediately. However, the user suffers 3 damage per ally healed.
Yep. So we should heal her up first.
Where's her
Yep.
red? No, there she is.
So I say each cleric gives her 1 heal at least, but we'll see.
We
if
got
that's
3.
enough.
We got 3 clerics here.
Yeah, 3 clerics.
Cool.
So.
Haradni will heal herself, of course.
Yep. Oops.
That didn't work at all. That macro.
Other than the fact that you shout, cure light wounds, cure light wounds!
Shira heals her for 6.
That worked. I heal her for 5.
How much does Haradni heal herself for?
6.
Also 6. So she gets back 17 HP.
Nice.
That is plenty to. Well, actually, we should probably heal her an additional time.
She's on
She should
23.
heal herself at least once more.
The thing is, save that for after she does the thing, because she's going to lose what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 12, 18. She'll lose
7.
18. She'll lose 18 out of I don't think she can heal herself with it.
She cannot. She can heal allies only.
Yeah, only allies.
Oh, okay.
So she'll lose.
only
Yeah,
loses
so
18.
yeah,
Alright,
exactly.
fine. Yep. Then heal us. Spend the 18. Heal away.
Yep. So that means does everyone individually roll the cure wounds, or is it a global one?
No, everyone rolled it individually.
Cool. So
So we'll roll 1 for each character, I guess.
yep, you
Or
don't
roll them all.
you don't actually need to be that close, but it is a 60-foot range. We could be on the other side of the bloody cave,
So
and
we're
it'd be
rolling
fine.
them for ourselves.
Yeah, roll for yourself.
All right.
Right, roll. One.
Well, that sucked.
Savage.
5, nice.
Roll for
Lenza.
myself. Sweet ass, that's good.
And she
Good
loses what?
results.
3, 6 to 18, so she's on 5.
Nova also gets 4.
So you came out with a net gain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oops.
So it's at 2.
Fine, we're missing 1. I know, Sean, you did it at the top. Yep, cool.
Yeah, I got 2. I'm the only one who got a negative result out of everyone who rolled.
You didn't get a negative result. You still got 2 hit points that you didn't
No.
lose any.
Yeah.
She lost 3 and I got 2.
Yeah, so you didn't gain the negative. She did.
Yeah.
The net result was negative for the party.
Well,
Yeah,
regardless,
but
she's
I
gonna
don't
she's gonna cure herself again and get 2 more hit points. Woo. She would appreciate some other heals if that would be possible.
Yes, sure. Sure, will heal her once more.
Can she use the blood heart again?
No, once per day.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Do you want to heal her again, Sean? Yeah. Cool.
That was me, not her.
Oh. Okay. Can you heal her again though?
I can, yes. But how many hit points has she got?
9,
Okay, fair enough.
and she just sacrificed most of them to heal everyone else.
Yeah, I know. She gets another 5.
Cool, awesome. So, how are our frontline characters doing on health? Because they're probably the ones we want to pump into. Lenza is fine on 8. Lenza will be happy on 8. And how many spells have we got left? Franny has 2.
Hypatia's about half hit points, and Kruber's about 2/3.
Yeah. Minerva's on half. She's the other front line. Shiro's on plenty. Although he's on exactly the same amount of hit points as Minerva, but he just has less. So
Maybe 1 more for Hypatia then.
yeah, I mean the frontline fighters are going to be Minerva and Hypatia, although Jaquan tends to get hit a fair bit.
Yeah.
Even if he isn't a front line.
Cool. So you've used 3.
Can't waste a heal by healing Minerva.
Yeah.
In fact, I will heal Minerva.
As like Shiro will.
Yeah.
Cool. And you used 3, Sean, already, yeah?
Yes.
So you've got 1 left.
I have 1 left.
Cool. So save that one. And Haradni will. Yep. So 5 for Hypatia. Whoever's controlling Hypatia. Do we actually have Hypatia with this?
Cool.
Yeah,
No. Yes, we do. Sorry. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. That's looking a bit better.
Did you see
Haradni.
the Whisper Grail?
Yes, just hang on a second.
Cool. Should Haradni heal someone else currently, or save her 2 more cure light wounds?
I think the frontliners are. Well, sorry, Kruber and Hypatia are fine.
I think she might dump another one to herself then, because she also is a kind of a frontline, or she wants to be a frontline fighter. There, 7, nice, beautiful. So that's 21. Yeah, she's she's quite happy now. Cool. Alrighty, now what do we want to do today? Shall we go murder some more trogs while we wait for them to negotiate?
Well, let's see if it's worth negotiating first, and someone memorize an augury.
We did say
Or-
we did say 2 days.
Augury
Yeah.
is an action that you are going to undertake within the next half hour. Emphasis on going to undertake.
So let's use augury to ask if we can try to negotiate with this trog today, so that we can negotiate with them tomorrow. What do you guys think?
No, I don't think that's how it works.
Why we're not negotiating with the trogs today? We're negotiating with the trogs tomorrow. But you can use augury to see whether we should like take this guy's gag out and talk to him.
And
or if
augury
that's a
can
bad
tell the
idea.
caster whether a particular action will bring good or bad results in the immediate future. The base chance of receiving a true reply is 17% plus 1% per cast level. This roll is made secretly.
Mm-hmm.
The augury can see into the future only 3 turns, aka 30 minutes. Anything that might happen after that does not affect the result. Thus, the result will not be taken into account long-term consequences of a competent action. So we can't really say, will this be good for tomorrow when we talk to them, because we have to think
that's
of them.
true, but we can know if the negotiations work today. Like if it's
Only the
worth
next time.
taking off his gag, or if he has a breath attack, or if he's going to yell and scream and call the trogs here, or if he's going to cast a spell on us, or anything like that.
So you would
Yeah,
then target around removal of the gag.
Yeah, exactly. Removal of the gag.
That's fine.
Seems like a waste of a spell, but okay.
That seems very specific.
What are we doing today? I thought we were just going to camp here again.
I don't know.
I mean,
I thought
we could try
gonna
get into the hold.
What, you want to camp here and heal up again and then go and do stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We said 2 days we were going to come back.
Yeah.
We did today. So I was thinking we should try and get to the hold while we're here. Like, fuck it. It's right there. We're not doing anything else today, so
Well,
Sure.
Okay.
Yep, let's
Sure.
go.
And before we try crossing over the lava, I guess we can use augury to see if anybody's going to fall in.
yeah.
Is this a good idea?
It might be.
Is crawling across this treacherous rope a good idea? Yes,
I know.
that seems like a much better use of augury to me.
Okay.
So we're going to go down and have a look at this.
Yes, we're gonna bring this guy with us.
I mean, we can probably just leave him tied up.
Yeah. No, we can't just leave him tied up. He might crawl off or some shit.
We have to guard him or leave him with line of, at the very least, leave him within line of sight. But I'd rather guard him.
Oh,
Okay.
We-
Do you want to stay and guard?
I mean,
him?
unless we either drag him along.
yeah, and then we can throw him in the lava pit. If he doesn't cooperate.
We can leave Jaquan to guard him.
Yeah.
Kwan gives you a look and says, "That sounds all familiar. Remember what happened last time?"
Look, that was entirely your fault.
He is so bad at standing guard. Yeah, but at least then we know the priest will be in Summerton or the nearest ale house.
Dear.
All right, so we're gonna leave him here and guard him, or drag him over there and guard him.
Well, again, I think we should probably figure out how to if we can cross this first, and then if we can cross it, then we can figure out what we want to do with him. But no, let's just bring him with us, and so he can be in visible range of us while we figure out the lava.
All right, Persian Crips will drag him along.
He has been avoiding the area. I'm a little worried that taking him to the area will mean he no longer fears it. That's all.
Okay, well, how about we guard him around here? That's pretty close to the lava, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure.
Where is that? There?
Yeah.
Okay.
The bottom left.
Maybe he'll think we're all cracked in the head because we're going near the lava.
Can we put him here? Whee.
Where you want to put him? Sorry, I'm looking at my other
He's
screen.
down with us.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
sorry.
Hypatia, Kwan.
Ping a square. Sorry, I was doing something?
More interesting, apparently.
Okay, cool. No, I was, making sure things were sorted out because you were moving somewhere I was not expecting. Is that where you want him?
Yep,
Cool.
looks good. All right, and how are we planning on crossing this
Oh,
lava
by
then?
the way, your Fine Traps aura is gone,
yes,
well
it
and truly,
has.
unless you recast it.
I did take it again, but I'm not going to recast it now.
Cool.
Pretty sure we have the
I'll
only
do it once we
traps
get
around here.
across.
So
If we-
just remove your aura then.
yeah, I'm
Just remove any distance for it.
there we go.
Cool.
Oh, that's. Put an icon on myself somehow. Oops.
Okay.
All right, Lenza, how are we going to get across?
I don't know.
So the lava is about 15 to 20 feet below the edge here. But it does bubble occasionally, spurts pop up, and some of them will reach maybe 10 feet below.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty
Okay.
rare that those bubbles will pop and launch that high, but whilst you are standing here, and Shiro will know that yes, they do reach there on a regular enough basis to make it dangerous if you get dropped that low below the level.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have a grappling hook, do we?
I have a
I
grappling hook.
left mine at back of the camp.
Did you say you have a grappling hook?
Yep.
So do you reckon you could
And
grapple
some-
one of
and
these
some
statues
rope.
from here?
Uh,
70 feet's a long way.
yeah, I don't know whether I'm not sure. What is my throwing capability like? Grail?
Not to throw 70 feet with something like that.
Yeah.
You have the muscles of not an Adonis.
Would Shiro be able to throw it that far?
No.
Dang.
Would anyone here be able to throw it that far?
70 feet is a fair distance to throw something which is not designed for throwing horizontally like that accurately. But I would say that Hypatia would be able to have a shot at it.
All
It's
right,
just how
give it a go.
accurate she would be.
But we don't do it because we'll lose a grappling hook and rope. I'm just. Is there something we can do that increases our chance of pulling that off? Maybe we cast striking on it. It makes it into a magical grappling hook.
Well, my suggestion last time was essentially, there's my draw shape thing. Basically, if we could set up like a rope that stretches along here from one side to the other. I need to zoom out.
yeah. That's what I want to do, but we don't have that
Like
much
that.
rope, I think, do we?
If we can put it tight, we might be able to cross ideally.
Yeah,
That is a
if we
long
could.
rope though.
So I how much rope do I have? I think I have 50 foot of rope.
You're looking at 85 feet. That's not taking into consideration the length of ropes that would need to be
Tied together.
and then you would have to have extra rope to anchor it either to people, because you're not just going to hold at the very end. You have to like wrap it around someone, etc.
How do I undo my drawing?
You have to delete it.
Like you can select it and delete it. Cool.
Correct. It's not. So I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just let's see who falls into
we
the
have
lava.
100 feet of rope, though?
No one has a coil of 100 feet. No.
No,
I
I meant, like, do we have 2 sets of 50 foot of rope?
I have a set of rope 50. I don't know about everyone else. What does Radney have?
I don't have any rope.
I don't have a pack.
Not at the moment.
Radney also has a rope 50.
Your
My
pack
pack
was a
was
great
killing
weapon
monsters.
though. Yeah, it
It
earned
was killing
XP.
monsters.
It earned XP. It's a level 2 pack now.
Alright, did
Um,
anybody take sailor as like their old trade? Because splicing ropes, like, not that complicated.
About huntsmen.
No.
Hunters would splice rope, surely.
No. Hell no.
They know how to tie knots.
Not really.
And you don't need to splice rope. You just need to be able to tie two ropes together.
Yeah, sure. Tie two ropes together. Splicing is better, but okay.
and do we have anything to hold them hold them in? Is the other
But
thing.
splicing is permanent, and we don't need a permanent connection because we want to break the rope back into two pieces set down the track.
Yeah.
That's what axes are for.
So yes, does anyone have anything to hold the ropes in place at each end? Is the other thing we'll probably need.
Yes, you have
Ross
Hypatia and Jaquan.
That's
Not to get too technical, but the mechanical advantage would probably not be great for the people holding the rope.
yeah, yeah.
Horrendous would be another way of looking
Yeah,
at
so that's what I'm saying. Do we have anything we can do we have any pigeons or something that we can drive
Hang
into the
on.
wall?
I wanted to be able to message Rowan and say, great news. The group got across to the hold. Unfortunately, someone got pulled into the lava. Guess who?
Yeah, there's you know what? Minerva has a scroll of levitate. I could just levitate to the ceiling and pull myself across to the other side.
It is possible.
That would be a lot easier than the stuff around you talking about.
Carrying an end of rope with me.
That would make more sense.
It would cost us our only scroll of levitate, which means that I can't learn the spell in the future.
And what level spell is it?
2, so I can actually learn it.
Can you cast it?
Then I would be able to cast it, yes.
So you could learn it, we sleep another night, and then you could come and cast it.
Doesn't work that way.
Oh,
No.
it takes-
You need more time.
It takes a bit,
yeah.
and like equipment and stuff. Doing this out in the countryside is not going to be a.
Yeah, so what I'd have to do is I'd have to take Scribe, which I didn't memorize today. Then I could write it in my book the next day at the cost of HP, because that's what Scribe does. And then I would be able to cast it from then on.
So it costs hit points to scribe or experience
The
points?
spell costs hit points to Scribe, yes.
There's a spell called Scribe.
Yes.
Okay.
Which is
Regardless, this is not the time to be scribing spells, but ideally we'd want to keep that for future use.
There's another
So
one
you
still
can
above us.
Really used in future, yeah.
Well,
But if we really want to get across, like, it's not a bad choice. I'm just,
You're offering options.
Yeah, in fact, I think I can cast levitate on somebody else. Can I? Let me look up levitate. Oh, while I'm doing this, you guys may as well try to find out if there's a better way across. That means that we don't use the scroll.
you only
I mean-
take hit point damage if you unsuccessful with your saving throw.
Right. I have wisdom of 4. Just throwing it out there.
Which gives him a penalty,
So you just assume you're going to take damage whenever you scribe a spell.
because he pretty much has every single time he's used it.
Amazing.
That's awesome. That's because you realize there's this thing called ink. You don't have to stab
No,
yourself. and
it's not how
scribe
scribing
in
spells.
blood.
It's not how scribing spells works.
Yeah. Haven't you noticed how often I've been like, and Minerva knocks herself unconscious? Because it also knocks me out for an hour.
Yeah, I know.
Scribing spells into a spell book requires special unguents or inks, materials, etc., quills that you have to write with magically enhanced equipment and time. It's not something that you just use normal quills and ink for.
You missed the joke, Julian. Don't worry.
No. But I'm just saying,
I'm saying he should use those instead of his own blood.
And I'm just saying it doesn't work that way. So
He
Anyway.
likes to use his own blood. I get that. That's why he keeps stabbing himself and dealing damage to himself.
he likes to make sure that it's 100% successful,
That is what I like.
because it also requires him to make a percentile check based upon his intelligence to see whether he scribes it correctly or not.
Amazing.
And he has a low intelligence. Well, when
Anyway.
I say low, low
Average.
for having a 100% chance.
So what are our options? We come back here at a later date once you've learnt levitate, and then we do it then.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Shiro's in no it's not dire. He just wants to get across there at some stage, and you guys have promised that you're going to do that.
Okay.
So,
Well, we've
I
got.
mean, I'm down to try now. Like, what else are we gonna do today? Just
Go back, rest, and then
Interrogate.
I'm sure you
Teleport.
could play a pretty good game of I Spy. You've got an extra eye now, Lenza. You should win.
this is true. Yes,
does anyone have any more arrows by the by?
I have 18.
Is that like but you've got them in your quiver. I mean,
Yes.
does anyone have spare arrows in there?
No, I used all my spare arrows. I came on the trip with 40 arrows.
So did I, and I gave 20 of them to the trogs.
In a bad
okay.
way.
I can only cast it on myself.
Correct.
Cool.
Bugger.
Do we want to try the rope thing then?
If we can find something anchor the rope that isn't,
People.
that aren't people.
Yes. Does no one have anything that would be suitable?
Well,
Anything remotely suitable is back at the is back with a horse. Well, horses.
I mean, I have some javelins. Is like the best thing.
Javelins
Yeah.
aren't strong enough.
No.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying javelins are the best thing I have, which is
There are some kind of rocky outcrops here, etc., but they're also volcanic in nature, so they have sharp edges. They're not going to be particularly great. They're just as likely to cut/fray the rope as hold on to it tightly, especially when under duress from the weight of somebody heavy.
Yeah. I think if we can't secure them by something, then it's not worth it.
yeah. I mean, even if I was to levitate across, we'd still have to secure the rope. Like we could secure it to one of these statues as long as they don't attack us. But like we'd have to secure it down here still onto something. So if there's nothing to secure it onto, then we're going to have to come back with a better plan.
how hot would you say this lava is?
That's not a question you get asked every day.
Would you consider it to be intense heat?
Yeah. Maybe hotter.
Maybe hotter.
What spell are you looking at?
Resist fire.
Yeah, resist fire won't help.
Mhm.
Resist fire might help if the fire, your clothes caught fire from it.
I mean, yeah.
Or you're, say, crawling on a rope above it, but not in it.
Correct.
Yeah, I know. It just says intense, non-magical heat.
Yep.
It's
That's
about 4 times the temperature that paper catches on fire.
I know.
Like,
Being funny.
well, 5 times, really.
Yes. So
Or metagaming.
let's say it is intense, but intense to the power of intense.
Intense squared.
Okay, it's all intense.
Anyone else have any ideas then? Or
My idea is we go back over there, we play rock, paper, scissors for 8 hours, and then we rest. Or can we just rest straight up? Or does it have to be within a 24 hour?
I assume we can't just
Does Shiro have any information on how he was supposed to get across? Like,
He didn't know that the lava was here.
Okay. Cool.
He did mention there was a bridge.
Yeah, he thought
Or-
there was a bridge.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
Well, in
we'll
that
come
case,
back with the stuff to build a bridge later.
do we want to like scatter around a bit and see if there's like a hidden lever or something? That sounds like some dwarven bullshit.
Sure, I guess we got enough time.
Nothing else.
Dwarven bullshit spoken like a true elf.
Yeah, I mean, have we searched literally the entire map area?
You've had
Always
a
the
bit
cabin.
of a squiz, but not a thorough search. Shiro's had a bit of a search, though, and hasn't found anything.
I'm going to slowly work down this wall, searching every square inch of the wall.
Alright, can I get you all to make a saving throw versus poison for me, please?
Oh God.
Sweet. Let me guess those. Awesome. Not
Given
just
decline.
Does Shiro need to do that?
He does, but he's got a pretty awesome save versus poison.
Say with poison.
He made it.
And
You got those really good macros I set up for you guys.
hey, look at that!
Yeah.
I succeeded. Just.
What are we aiming for here?
Equal to or above your save versus poison.
What are those macros you see? Oh, there they are. Yeah, down the bottom.
Entirely irrelevant.
Oh, I could have used those, but I just rolled. First, my actual thing. Oh,
Rip,
come on, bro.
rip lenser.
Well, it's probably just the sulfur getting to you, so I'll do it as Quan.
Nice.
And he will. Let's see how that goes for him. Hopefully,
He
this will actually.
can get +1 on his saving throw, +1 modifier.
Well, that's good
Far
considering he's
enough away.
that far away. What? I've camped out next to the latrines before. Whatever.
Hacking cough. Sulfur.
Anyone failed yet?
Yep.
Me.
Yeah, Lenser got a 1.
Lenser failed
Lenser.
horribly.
All right,
So
Lenser.
Lens died, and everyone else is just chuffing along like it's all
Oh.
good.
Well, you know, you're lucky there, Oz, that Henry's not the DM, because I was not going to make you die, but Henry's spoken. All I was going to do is Lenser has suffered a level of fatigue.
Oh, good.
The love.
Mm,
Okay, so the way we'll do fatigue is, I'll show you, I'll do it on you. We'll just select, put this on there, and we'll put a 1 on it. So
Nice.
when you have these status markers on you, you can hover over it, and which you do that where you put it on, and then you just put a number between 1 and 9. So you got 1 level of fatigue on you.
Cool.
So fatigue gives you, for every level of fatigue you have -1 on all saving throws, attack rolls, and damage rolls, and -5% on thief skills, and +1 on ability checks. And you heal at half rate.
Lovely. How do I get rid of it?
Resting.
Resting. Cool.
Yep.
Awesome.
When you say heals at half rate, does that include magical healing?
No, because that doesn't have a rate of healing.
Okay. Yep.
That is just bang, heal.
Yep. And it also gets rid of fatigue anyway. 1 level of fatigue, doesn't it? Or is
It
that
does. One night of, yeah. So getting rid of fatigue, magical healing, I think, did I say gets rid of?
from memory? I believe so.
Any
yes.
any healing magic can remove 1 level of fatigue per level of spell. Potions and other healing items cannot remove fatigue, however.
good to know.
So a Cure Light Wound spell will remove 1 level of fatigue.
I guess who's getting my cure light wounds before we go to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Did I see anything on my search up the wall?
Let's have a look.
And then I'm just going to go back to the party, unless, of course, there was something.
Oh, we were
Does-
all doing that, I
Does
assume.
Cure Light Wounds restore fatigue?
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Yep.
say that in the description, but
Fatigue
okay.
is an optional rule, as I
Ah,
mentioned.
okay.
So
Right.
any healing magic can remove 1 level of fatigue per level of spell. Potions
Cool.
and other healing items cannot remove fatigue, however. So it has to be a spell.
Yep. Got it.
That said, the Blood Heart will, because it specifically casts Cure Light Wounds on people. You found nothing, by the way, Sean.
Of course
Oh.
I did. I'm a cleric, not a...
I
Apart
thought
from-
we were all doing that.
Apart from a trap.
Well, yeah.
Since we've got it today, we may as well all, like... you
Well,
know,
then Lenser's decided that's enough for today, and we'll move and we'll go away now.
Okay.
Sean got bored of looking at rocks, and he's going
Minerva
to go
finds nothing either.
go up here and rest.
Yep. I think that's enough for today then.
So we're just gonna chill
guys.
here for 2 days.
It's nice, and it's gonna commune with the 8. Bit of meditation.
Okay.
This guy's a week.
Alright, so you're going to rest again.
I mean,
Cool.
is there much else we can? Is
I
there
mean,
anything else we can do
I think that's-
productive today?
My heal first, but yeah.
We could talk
Like,
to
what are
Obelisks.
we actually going to do all day? Because like,
There's nothing wrong with just resting for a day, man. It was a pretty intense day yesterday. Rest day's happy day.
Lenza gets bored easily.
Man, must suck to be an elf.
Oh, that's not elves. It's just Lenza.
All
Well,
right.
I
you
think
can always
restless
go.
is
You
the
can always go outside and just slaughter some random trogs.
I mean, it doesn't. I mean, Lenza's all down for that, but won't that hurt the whole diplomacy thing we're going for here?
Probably.
Maybe there's two groups of adventurers, huh?
But
Well,
when
maybe
have
there's
we ever
two gr-
cared about diplomacy?
Apparently today.
Have
Well,
we
yes,
said
guys,
there's more than one tribe of trogs in the area?
Can we bring him back up to our cave?
Yeah, we'll put him back where we was.
Okay.
Put him back up here.
Did we want to try to negotiate with him? Taking the gag out and talking to him.
Sure.
We've
Let's
got an augury so we can check. Should we remove the gag?
let's just remove the gag. It's not going to be that big a deal. There's like 10 of us and one of him.
Your maths
Yeah.
is really bad.
Also, what are you keeping the augury for? But okay.
Well, maybe he says, "Oh, you should do this," and we could go. Is
Okay.
that a smart idea?
That is a valid reason to hang on to the augury. I'm cool with it.
Sure.
Okay, who is removing his gag?
Not me, Hypatia. Get in there.
We should
Sure.
crowd up really close so when he uses his death curse, it can get us all.
No, Radney needs to stand back a little bit.
Come on, he's happy. He's in range with his friend, so Hypatia will
Looks like
undo the
Fredney. I was
gag.
going to say Fredney and Lindsay are standing right back.
Yeah,
Alright,
that's
so you step up to remove his gag, and you remove it. He doesn't do anything. He just glares at you.
So. What do you think about negotiating? Where's our friend?
There is no friend of yours in here.
We saw our friend get dragged into the caves.
Lots of troglodytes.
Where would the other troglodytes that came into the same cave entrance that led to your cave have taken him? We know we know she came in through. Can I sort of describe where the cave entrance was?
Sure.
We know we know they were dragged in through this entrance. Where else could they have gone?
Other places. Perhaps eaten. Perhaps
Right.
not. Perhaps sacrificed to gods. Perhaps not. Perhaps taken to the Dark One.
You
Ooh,
have a
dark
dark one.
Where's the dark one?
In the dark place.
I mean, that makes sense. story checks out.
Point to it on the charcoal map. Where's the dark one?
Not in caves. Make a charisma check.
Yep, sure.
Reaction roll. Modified by your reaction.
2d6 minus 1. Roll. Oh, 4. It's not bad. It's pretty
Yeah.
low.
The troglodyte seems to be, more than amenable. Kind of, if possible, crooks the side of its lipless mouth to reveal kind of hooked, yellowing fangs in some kind of grimacy smile, and will nod its head slightly to the side as best it can. It hasn't slept particularly well. It's kind of a bit stiff and sore. Dark one in dark place, out of the caves, further into mountains. Troglodytes take sacrifices to her.
Is her name perhaps Mai?
I do not know what your name is, so I do not know.
The Raven. I sort of say to the other people that wasn't this what the Raven talked about?
No, they talked about like darkness coming out of the ground. So I think it was the trogs like welling up out of the ground.
Mm.
Not. Oh, maybe they were talking about dark place. I don't think so though.
Yeah, they talked about some sort of dark place, and we just assumed it was the
The trogs coming out from under the ground.
no, My the Immortal.
Well, yeah, we thought that to begin with, but. Could you show us? Like if we drew the caves, can you draw a mud map? Like if I draw where the caves are and draw like a couple other mountains that are around where the caves are, could they like say which direction to go in to get to this dark place?
Go out of caves. Go. He looks like he's thinking for a bit. Go east. Day. Maybe 2. I do not know how well you travel in mountains.
Not as well as you guys.
So hang
As
on.
poorly, actually.
So when we talked to the bird, they said there's a human creature living 2 mountains towards the sun. Group leaves retainers and mules behind and heads over the mountains to the east looking for the dark place. So I'm pretty sure the dark place is where the human lives, which is My the Immortal, we believe.
Well, that's what we're hoping.
That's
So
what I
maybe they took Cinnabon to the Immortal. Maybe, but they might have just taken her. They might have just taken Cinnabon to a different place in the caves.
That's
Like,
true.
we're just latching on to.
Stings, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't. I
but-
mean, I don't. From what we described from the Immortal, I don't think she'd be able to work with trogs.
No, but
Like there wasn't seemed to be much of a.
but I'm not saying that she would be working with them, just keeping them terrorized of her so she didn't have to deal with them.
I mean, maybe.
This trog right here, like, worships the 8 and gets spells from them. So, if the gods can work with a trog, I think anybody can.
I don't think you understand the nature of the gods we worship.
I don't think you understand the nature of people.
What do you mean?
Do you think that people are worse than the 8? Or do you think the 8 are worse than people? I think they're very similar.
I just don't think that they're particularly concerned about who worships them as long as they do it.
Right. I don't think people care about who they're negotiating with as long as they do it. We're doing it right now.
I asked the Trog if is there more than one tribe of Trogs in this area? In these caves.
What is tribe? They are just troglodytes.
Family?
What is family? Strange concept. There is just troglodytes. Many caves, many troglodytes.
Why don't we ask who's in command? Who do you follow? Is it you? Are you the leader of them, or is there someone else?
No, there is the large troglodyte, the great troglodyte, meeting with goblins at moment, most likely.
Can't wait till he gets back. He's not going to be upset or anything.
I'm fairly confident. I mean, I doubt they'll be friendly somehow.
All right. Well,
The powers of
Troglodytes just want this area for ourselves.
not the goblins.
Goblins
Don't want to share with goblins.
Goblins come here. Goblins do goblin things. Troglodytes do not like goblin things. War.
I mean, no one likes goblin things. Goblins are horrible.
We should talk elsewhere. Away from him for a second.
Sure.
Are you talking about the Trog or Lenza?
He said him.
The Trog.
Of course, he made an assumption on the troglodyte's gender.
It's true. I did.
Just say it'll be fine.
It's very hard to tell the troglodyte gender. They all look the same because, I mean, none of you are experts in reptilian humanoid anatomy.
So are we moving over here to have a whisper while it can't hear?
Yeah. Just a few of us. It doesn't need to be everybody, but
Yeah, come on, I'll hang there.
I'm just whispering to you guys. You know, it seems like there's two groups that we could play off against each other. Has anybody seen a fistful of dollars? Now, I know that that's definitely not going to be in character, but I assume there's like a play equivalent of a fistful of dollars.
Why don't you world build and get some XP by coming up with
Yes.
something that you once saw, or something that might have just jogged a fleeting memory from the past.
Oh, except, damn it, it's Minerva, not Shiro. If it was Shiro, I could make it like a dwarven, a stone kin play. But since it's Minerva, she doesn't remember shit. She
might have suddenly remembered this one thing, which seems
one thing at the Elven Court.
Very esoteric.
The great play of the two houses, the tall trees and the silver rivers.
Since it was at the Elven Court, I'm going to say no.
Well, let me tell you all about it. And then I will spin a yarn about how, this mercenary came into town. This great, powerful warrior, Draeth. Yeah, that's right. And they play the two houses off against each other, slowly, like getting them into fights and whittling down their numbers until that mercenary themselves takes out both of the gangs, or both houses. Because if we hire ourselves out to, say, the Trogs, maybe we can tell this Trog, we'll help you get rid of the goblins. And then start some fights with the goblins.
And sell ourselves.
Break down the negotiations.
I think you're getting way too invested in fucking trogs and goblins fighting. Do we really care?
I mean, personally, Shiro hates both of them, so he'd like them all dead. Damn things.
Lenzer agrees. Why rather than try? Why don't we just try to set them fighting each other? If we're gonna be this bloody manipulative about it, why don't we just get them to kill each other?
That's what I'm saying. That is exactly what my plan is.
Oh right, I thought you were trying to help one side.
No, you pretend you're helping a side so that side doesn't kill you, which allows you to sort of attack the other side, and then the retribution from your attack falls on the side that you're on. Does that make sense?
You stab everyone in the back and hope they all hate each other more than they hate you.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Fistful of Dollars, you should watch it.
Yes, you should.
Sergio Leone is fantastic as a director, especially of the westerns.
Yeah.
It won't be on Net. Is it on Netflix?
Probably not.
Anyway, it's just an option.
I mean, pretty much anything we can. I mean, it certainly would be advantageous, if nothing else, to secure safe passage through Trog lands if we have to come back here after going to find the Immortal and possibly the Dark One, and maybe even Siobhan. So I'm sort of, we don't necessarily need to do that, but with some sort of deal would be good.
It'd be nice if we could find Siobhan before we got too carried away. Because, I mean, at the moment we're getting sidetracked. The reality is the main goal of this whole thing at the moment is to get Siobhan back. So, and everything else is just distractions.
I mean,
facts.
we were here to try and find Maya too, but We are here to try and find by the Immortal.
Yeah, that was initially what our plan was, but then we got, sidetracked with the whole kidnapping. We need to finish that before we can move on to finding My the Immortal.
Yeah,
Well,
and
Get
if
back on track.
Cinnabon's with My the Mortal, that works for us.
Well, it does, but we don't know that for sure.
yep.
Yep. And so we're back to where we were.
Mm-hmm.
But
Should we
like
just
I
go
said,
exploring the caves again? Negotiating's not going to work for us anymore. Now that we know that their group definitely doesn't have Cinnabon.
yeah, but then can we? Well, yeah, he doesn't seem to know what's going on at all. So,
Well, it doesn't. The whole.
if there's no family and no none of that sort of stuff, who's going to want him alive?
Maybe we could offer that if we help with the goblins, he finds out what happened to our companion.
I like that idea.
Because he's a negotiator between other trogs, right? He can walk all the caves. There's no tribal like areas that he can't go to, so he goes and finds what happened to Cinnabon, and we'll deal with some goblins for him.
Why the hell would he trust us?
We're good at killing, and also we won't kill him.
We can give it a go.
If he's lucky, the goblins will kill us, and then he won't even have to give us Cinnabon back.
Well, you can
Yeah,
propose.
free
to
lunch.
Do we want to try that?
I'm for it.
Go for it.
All right. Well, I will bring him that proposal. Well, blessed one, what do you think of this? We go and deal with the goblins, having nothing to do with you guys, and you will travel the caves and look for our friend and find out what has happened to the human who was dragged into the caves, whether they were taken to the Dark One, and if so, you will supply us with a guide to take us to the Dark One, or if they are being held somewhere, or even if they have been sacrificed. We would like to know. If they have been sacrificed, then we'll decide what to do from there.
Make a reaction roll.
Oh, I can just use the one I used before. Oh, 5. Also reasonable.
Not bad. He seems to mull it over. Not decision I make. But if you wish to fight goblins, troglodytes would not be upset. Why would you want to fight goblins? Other than you do not like, why would you help us?
So that you will return our friend.
As I said, your friend is either taken to Dark Place to the Dark One, or is eaten.
Okay, well then if we release you, find out if our friend was eaten or taken to the Dark One, and supply us with a guide if they were taken to the Dark One. Does that sound fair? You get to live. Is that not what the 8 would want?
The gods talk their own language. I only know some. I will, if you give me back my symbol of the devotion I have to them. Do what you want. Return here I will. Tell you what I find.
How about we return the symbol of your devotion when you return to us? That way, you have a reason to return to us.
Make another reaction check.
It's called negotiation.
It is.
4.
Very well. I will return.
All right. Awesome.
How long?
That worked so much better. How long will it take you to walk the caves?
Hours, perhaps.
All right, great.
All right.
I guess we'll see you back in a few hours.
Before sun sets today.
Sorry.
Before sun sets today.
All right. It's a deal.
Okay, great.
And he will.
Just look out for this trap. And guide him around the trap.
This seems like a trap.
Maybe.
Hey,
I think
Seems like we're gonna be hemmed in by trogs and not able to get out and die here
Maybe,
because of what you've
but
done.
still like the best thing that we had going.
at least we'll have some. We have
I'm
a reasonable
assuming that you
possibility.
unbound him as well, so he's not
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
flapping
Yes, we
around
let
on
him
the
go.
ground like a seal out of water.
Yep.
All right, he will wander off. He will cast
Great.
a sidelong glance at you as he does go, almost as though he's expecting to get knifed in the back as he bypasses you.
Fair.
As he gets into the longer and darker and deeper shadows, he will move into a more open and quick-moving gate.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Okay.
He is gone.
Yep. Well, all right. We'll set up a watch near the entrance because it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess we stand around for a few hours.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean,
Actually, can we set up traps?
With what?
Good question.
I love the
Maybe
idea.
good question.
I don't think we have much to work with.
Well, we've got 2 hunters and they've got 100 foot of rope. Like,
Okay. Hey, I mean,
a
a trip.
trap can simply be tripwires. Like, running over ropes is annoying. I don't know.
You could try
Sure.
and set up. They could try and set up something saying that a big chunky rope is not the best device to set a trap, but it's better than nothing. Unless you wanted to unthread it a bit and get some.
Nah.
We try covering with like how loose is there much like loose rock or debris on the ground that we
There
can
is
cover it with?
some loose rock, some
Do we
debris,
have-
but most of it is fairly densely packed.
Do we have any digging tools?
Don't know, do you?
I
nope,
don't know. I'm asking.
not
the
me.
guy.
I mean, I have a pick.
That'll
It's
do.
not- It's
Is it a war pick or a pick?
it's a war pick.
Because all I was going to do is dig little holes in the ground and then sort of cover them up a bit so that it's
Oh yeah,
like-
that'd be fine. I
so
mean,
they just have unstable ground. When you walk on it, you twist your ankle. Good old Vietnam style. If anyone's got any stakes, we can stick in the bottom of them, just small bits, so you when
don't have that many stakes.
you get a spike in your foot when you're walking through.
Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, maybe if we could just set up some rough terrain that we can fall back behind, in case.
Quick and dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
The ground is, it's pretty densely packed, and mostly it's rock. You're going to struggle to do anything like that.
Okay.
I mean, there's like a layer of kind of dirt and grime and stuff build up on top of it, but you go down an inch or so and you're starting to get into really densely packed stuff.
Fair enough. We should have asked him what those 2 potions were. Oh well.
You can try.
But the point is that you're only digging a hole an inch deep. It's just enough to roll your ankle in.
It's not going to do much.
Well, we got nothing else to do.
You can give it a shot though. Where do you want to do it?
Just along the front there, so when they're coming towards us, if we're standing behind it, they might have
Oh, should be a
slightly.
point behind us so we can fall back over it. Because we don't want them to accidentally trip in it and be like, hey, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Okay, so not at the entrance.
it's not the sort of thing you trip in unless you weren't concentrating.
I
As
just
in,
mean, like, if we could do it to, like, these squares, that way we can fall around the outside. Like, we can fall back, just make sure you step through these squares to get back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Does that make sense? That's what I think we should do.
you don't have to avoid them. They're not going to do anything more than be a minor irritant.
Okay.
It's like literally the difference between walking on flat ground and walking on rocky ground. But if you're trying to fight someone and you step back and your foot falls in a hole and you stumble, then that's a problem.
Yeah.
As opposed to, it's not like you're going to fall in it and take damage. you might just suffer a -1 penalty to an attack roll or something.
Yeah, sure. So they're just sort of uneven ground. It's annoying. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just or it might slow you down, might make you move a little bit slower through
Yeah.
the.
It's a bit more loose. There's a bit more shale. Shit like that. Yeah. That makes sense. Uneven.
But it's not going to stop someone moving through it or
Yeah.
cause damage to them or anything like that.
Yeah. We just get some pebbles and shit and put it around there. You know.
Oh,
Ooh, he's returned.
He has in a very quick time. You guys are probably still just debating what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Hello. I'll come forward to talk to him. You've returned. How did it go? I see you're...
One eaten or in process of being eaten. One taken to dark place.
One eaten and one taken to dark place. Excellent. Do you have someone to guide us to the dark place?
I will take you to best route.
Excellent. Well, I believe that's our deal. Take us to the best route and you may have your amulet back.
Deal was for me to tell you what happened.
Oh. And the guide?
He'll hold out his hand.
Sure, I'll give him the amulet.
He will drape it around his neck. Again, give you that kind of very sinister attempt at a smile.
Excellent. I love it.
He will hold out his hand then, or it will hold out its hand. In some crude attempt at looking like it's going to shake your hand.
Yeah, I'll shake it.
This is a
Minerva's Wisdom 4 and also thinks that everybody's pretty okay.
Right.
he won't. Will it? I'm pretty sure he's that the priest is smart enough that he probably won't live to. Unless he's going to do something really unpleasant, he's probably going to he's probably going to get killed if he tries anything stupid.
Right. He will take your hand and, in a very clumsy, but adequate, grip will shake your hand.
I like this guy. Awesome.
Right.
Lenser is
Don't make friends with the drug.
Lenser's fingers are twitching currently. luckily, she does not have her bow out.
It's not the trap yet.
Lead on. We will
Just
follow.
wait till he calls her Trog friend.
Now, this would be a really good time to cast that augury spell we have.
Mm-hmm.
Should we follow him outside? Will we become human pincushions, or will we get what we want? And 30 minutes is probably a reasonable time to get far enough away.
Absolutely, let's do it.
Yep, I think Radney will be happy to do that. She will cast augury.
Okay.
Add the cast onto the thing. Cast. C-A-S-T. Cool.
Alright. What level is she? She's level 6, is she not?
Yep.
I think
and
so.
What is the action that you are stating that you are going to take? Because it's you state an action.
Someone just said it before.
Follow the trog.
If we follow the trog.
Okay. I just need to know the specific action. It's important. Alright. Okay. Let's roll, see how well you do. You get no answer.
Oh. Okay.
Amazing.
Then I say we follow.
Yep, I'm going to follow.
Yep.
Sure.
I'm not going to
definitely
follow
up.
blindly. I'm going to look out before we walk out through the doors to see if there's any trap
Shouldn't it? So is it possible for that to say it didn't have no outcome?
Yeah.
Yep. Well. Yeah, it is.
Because a path can be neither good nor bad.
Correct.
And also there is a failure chance, which in the case of Haradni is 24%.
The thing is, a failure chance isn't a failure chance. It's just whether it tells the truth or not.
And
But the truth could be it doesn't necessarily have to be the opposite. It could be like it's a good outcome. It's undetermined. You know, like
indeed.
Stop metagaming. We don't know. Let's go.
Sure.
No, that bit's not really metagaming. It's just trying to understand the spell. So that's cool. But absolutely, the result could be neither good nor bad. So, or it could be equally balanced, or indeterminate.
Yeah.
So in this regards, yes,
The
that's-
horrific outcome might be more than half an hour away.
it could be. Alright, so the troglodyte will lead you back through the cave systems, back outside. You'll notice there's a few trogs moving about through the little valley bit there, back into the cave systems, down through them, past that muddy gunk, back to this room,
Back to the village.
back to the village.
We're in the bottom left-hand corner again.
You are.
Oh, we're on the map. Okay.
He's not held anymore either, is he?
Correct.
Does he have
Is-
Oh,
That's because it's just
to,
the other token.
some people's hit points have changed. Like Redney seems low. Or am I just crazy?
Yeah. Yes, because they're she doesn't have the consistent what's her names.
They should
Oh,
be
sheet?
They should be pointing straight back to your. Is everyone else's okay? Is it
Yes.
only
I
Redney's?
think so. Yeah.
My guys are.
Yep.
Yeah, my guy's fine.
Yeah, so when I change Radney's on her little token, it doesn't actually reflect back onto the character sheet.
It
Likewise
should
with the
be.
character sheet, it doesn't.
It should be. It is
Uh,
a representation of the character sheet.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It seems to be
Alright, hang on a second.
independent currently.
That shouldn't be happening because it is, as I said, a representation of the character, so it should be the same. Let me, however, just grab Radney then. Yoink, Control C. Go back to the village. Do not delete the village map. Do not put you on that map because that would be horrific for you to see that map and all the nastiness that it entails. Ha ha ha. Maybe I'm just playing mind games. Delete Radney. Boom. And
Boom. Rip.
I'm Radney now.
Okay, let's
Is that better?
Yep.
uh,
Looks good.
21 hit points.
21. Let's save the changes and see if it changes on her character sheet. No, it doesn't.
No, but he
Really?
didn't do that. He just... Didn't you just drag the character across?
Yeah, I just got it. Just copied it from. No, I copied it from the other.
Try
But you
5.
You didn't reattach it
Does
to
that
the
change
character
it?
sheet,
No.
though, did you?
No, I didn't. Shouldn't have had to. Hang on a second.
Nah, it looks like it's still disconnected from what I'm seeing.
PRP.
No, hang on a
That's
second.
not a big deal, but
Hang on a second. Hang on. Radney. Edit. Remove. Yep. Use. Save changes. Alright, if you were to
Change HP now.
change HP now. What are you changing
Fine.
to?
boom and nup.
Really? Why is that doing that? That's bizarre. I just saw the hit points change on the character sheet. Did I?
That was me changing them. I was seeing if it was working back the other way.
Bizarre. Okay, hang on a second. I know why.
So I can
No,
lenses
no.
one.
Here we
That's
go.
fine.
Here we go. Now change it. It'll work.
Yep, there we go.
Yep.
Consistent.
Alright,
Cool, all good.
that was my error. Alright, so where did the Trog go? There he is. Okay. Trog will...
Are we concerned that we just been led back to the spot where all the trogs were before?
Because this may have the path that they take to get there.
Yeah, fair.
Come, you will be safe.
Okay. Oh, I need to take Shiro as well. Guys, hurry up.
You have lost that
Will-
aura. Got that aura back because I just
Oh yeah, I did too somehow.
because it's just this token.
Yep.
I just
Do
I
I
left it.
Do I still have my aura?
Yes, you already asked
One
that
at a
before.
time across the bridge.
Oh, we've been resting for 8 hours, that's all.
No, you haven't.
Well, we did rest for 8 hours ages ago.
Yeah, and then you asked me at the beginning of this day, and it hasn't been this full day yet.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Oh, this was where we were going. Cool. Where's Hypatia?
Not with us currently.
Have we lost an owl?
I think we might have lost now for a moment. If you could just have them catch up with us, I guess.
I will grab them. Or we could just leave them there and wait till he gets back and see what he says.
Yeah, we left you to guard the entrance, buddy. No, we need the fighters. We need them.
Is Al still in Discord?
They are muted.
Yes.
Yeah. He's probably just taking care of Night Taker.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I was just wondering if it was a net dropping out or something. That's cool. But no, a mute means an active decision to do so. All good. So what I'll do then is I'll just bring them up around the back as required. Come. The trogs just kind of stand and watch you guys as well.
Well, that's nice of them this time.
There's quite a lot of them up there. Or is that just a holdover?
No. That is quite a lot of them up there.
Alright, what I miss?
We're
We're
being led
following.
through the Trog camp.
We're up this way, Al. If you can see this ping.
I'll drag him.
Hang on, let me zoom out.
No, I'll drag you.
Oh, thanks.
About the middle of the map, I'd say.
This was sort of the direction I was going in. Oh. Oh. And how do we get across here?
What is it? Is it is it underground lake or silt?
Underground.
It's moving reasonably fast. It is a river. It goes into the rock both ways. If you fall into the water, you will be crushed or drowned.
Cool, don't fall into the water, guys.
How do
Yep.
you guys get across?
This is your quickest way to the Dark One. The way is barred. The Dark One's minions are on the other side.
You guys don't have like little bridges that you use to go from one to another?
We have some hooks and ropes, but we are more adept at using them. They will not benefit you.
Can we take one of the little bridges that you have back at the other river? Because we'd only need 2 of those. And we could move it across, move it across, move it across, move it across.
They are large. They are needed.
Needed for like how much? We
God
could give you
damn.
like some gold for one.
Gold means nothing to
Yeah,
troglodytes.
gold means nothing. Just you
I
can
could give you
jump
this
across.
pendant of continual light for one.
I can
Because-
make them myself.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Linda.
Light is not our friend. I will leave you here. Find your
Okay.
friend if it is not the one eaten. Well, find
Thanks.
your other friend.
What about a pair of nice gloves? You wouldn't trade that for a
Oh, for
bridge?
God's sake, shut up. Stop embarrassing us and yourself.
Looking for. Cool.
Okay.
So we're just jumping across, yeah? Cool. Lens will go first because apparently everyone else won't.
Can we tie a rope?
That's
to
because
them
you're the
before they jump?
best at this. Just because your character won't die here doesn't mean the rest of us want to die.
Can we tie a rope to them before they jump?
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest of them can use the rope to get across, and then we can do rinse and repeat. And if they don't make it, they don't get sucked off to death.
But
Well,
what a
yep.
way to go.
It seems that
When you
that
put it
seems
like
like
that?
a smarter plan.
I don't want to be all out here and be too smart for the group, but
Here, Lenza, we'll tie a rope to you, and then you can jump across.
just put it around your neck and just pull it up real snug.
Real snug.
Oh dear.
Okay. Feel free. It's not that far. It's only about 5 feet, maybe 8 feet to get across. You should be able to jump that without
Yep.
too much drama.
I'm just rolling what decks, I guess.
Get a little run up, jump.
Yep, go for it. Of course, the big issue is not getting across it. The big issue is not continuing across over the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes,
Is it just a D20 roll? Yeah, I assume.
yes, equal or under your
It's like a
dexterity.
5-foot
Yep.
thing to jump on.
I have
Jump further into less.
17 decks. I do have 17 decks. Cool. We want less than 17. Yes, cool.
All right, move yourself out there.
Okay, it's not too far. Can we actually see what these things are?
You sort of can, and you'll see it in a second when I do this.
Oh,
Of course.
it's going to get shot with an arrow.
I mean, that luckily doesn't hit me, I don't think.
Nope,
No. That one
nope.
definitely doesn't. That's right, lower is better, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That one will hit, though.
It will. Lucky they don't do crits against characters. Otherwise, that would have been
Bang.
9 damage.
Cool. Lenzer is, again, not happy. Ah, God. Cool. Oh, fuck him.
pull out our bows, return fire, I think.
Yep.
Okay, we'll start with Lenza. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm going to probably jump back immediately. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Go for it.
Yep.
Could you have left your light source there? That's okay.
I'm more concerned about not dying.
Yep.
Just and then I will move, I guess, back a bit.
These troglodytes who are here watching kind of like almost laugh amongst themselves, it seems, and then they kind of step back.
Yep. Yeah, cool. That's my turn.
Okay, so we'll go Hradny.
Can Haradni do here? Probably not much, honestly.
Can Hradny see them?
Haradni cannot see them, no.
Who can see them?
Oh,
Nobody can see them at the moment.
Oh.
No, I don't think anyone can.
And we didn't prepare light because, of course, we didn't.
but why would that matter? Light wouldn't help us anyway.
it would let us
Oh,
cast.
I guess if we cast it out here on something.
Yeah.
Jaquan is a torch you can sort of toss across, but that wouldn't terribly help us.
No, definitely wouldn't.
This is
That
where
would have-
continual light cast on a whole bunch of arrows would be great.
Okay. Is anyone doing anything in a combat manner?
Yes.
Can we just we can
Sean
fire randomly, I guess, but that doesn't help, does it?
Sean would like to move up to there-ish. Can he move any further?
I mean, we can see them from there.
Yeah.
Can
All right.
Yep,
Just.
I can just see them, but
I can see 3.
and
Who's,
was that a double move?
you can see like virtually nothing of them though, can you?
No,
No.
the light cuts off
When he
halfway
was
through their
standing here,
character
I could
profile.
see them properly. Where he's standing now, I can just see them.
Yeah, I can see 3.
Like
3.
there, they can be seen fairly
Yeah.
well.
So they're in dark shadows there, so you got -2 on the attacks.
That's all right. I was going to what is it? Turn undead anyway.
Oh,
Go for it.
I do have 2d6 already on the thing. 7.
That
What
should
does that mean?
That should be good enough.
For
So
a level 4
you're level
cleric?
4. Yep.
Uh,
So it means 7 means you're turning 2 hit die creatures or less. Roll to see how many hit die of them you manage to turn. So you roll 2d6.
so 10 hit dice worth of.
Okay.
So that's that's like 5 2 hit dice or 10 1 hit dice or something, is it?
yep.
Sweet.
That is how that would work.
Okay. So we'll go from Sean to Minerva.
All right.
It looks like you may have broken their resolve. They are about to turn tail and run.
Fear my mighty gods.
Heredny, can you tie the second group to me, I guess? And that way we can have 2 people leapfrogging across. Or, yeah. Should we just wait for Lenza to go again so she can jump across first?
The thing is, like, we can't rely on that forever because like, we only have so much rope.
But you only have to do it in little jumps.
Yeah, and then basically everyone will move to the island and then we'll jump to the next one.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
not necessarily.
But
'cause
with 2
they don't-
ropes, you can do 2 at a time, effectively.
Well, the islands aren't very big, so we're going to have to do that sort of thing.
Alright,
Yeah,
we might leave
exactly.
it there for the night because I got to get up very early tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys have a plan,
Mm-hmm.
and you may or may not have an eaten ally.
Mm. Yeah.
Cool. Winner,
Well, it's
winner.
interesting that 2 people were
Cinnabon
captured.
dinner. It's not like you had any other allies out and about by themselves.
Yeah, so
know of anyway.
we rescue a random.
It's not that you had anyone else out and about by themselves, like Thaydir, Kukulane, Aaron.
Yes, it'll be our whole party from looking after the place.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right. Shall we MVP and peace
Yes,
out?
absolutely. Send me a vote through for who you think gets the MVP for the session.
Just gonna send it to you.
That's fine. Lenza can't get another card, or she has to discard one.
Are trinkets included, or is it just the
Trinkets are not, it's only blessings.
Yeah, cool. That's what I figured. I just haven't had an opportunity to use them yet. I guess I will start throwing them out on people dying, but I mean, I guess one of them I can use at any time, but
Mm-hmm. Alright, I've got 3 votes so far. And 1 pierced eardrum.
Alright.
That's alright. Okay, so Minerva is MVP. And for the runner-up, okay, it will be... I get to cast the deciding vote. It will get to be Hypatia.
Yeah.
Okay, Hypatia, as the secondary beneficiary of MVP, do you wish to have a blessing or 200 XP?
I'll take the XP.
Alright, cool. That means that Minerva gets a card, which I will deal to her now.
Now I have a card.
You do.
Amazing.
Oops, that's not what I want to do. I want to show and shuffle and deal 1 to Minerva. Deal.
You gave me a major blessing then.
Yes, I did.
I mean, I'm not against it.
I will steal that
Haven't made it
card.
to 5,000 XP yet.
Can you steal that card back for me? Say yes.
Oh yeah, sure. Steal request. Let it go.
It was after
Let
I
it
sent
go.
it. After I sent it, I realised that's the wrong one. So
Now you've got it. No.
I do have it. Alright, deal 1 to Minerva. Deal. Alright.
That's hilarious. Excellent.
That's not
It's
a
the
bad
one
one.
that I gave up last.
Amazing.
That I was like, oh, I had to give this up. Ooh.
There's
Now
only
you could have had 2 of them.
there's only 100 of them in the deck, so I mean, that's pretty good odds, right?
I just really wanted it back, okay? It seemed like a cool card.
The gods felt bad for teasing you with a major blessing, so they. What was the blessing that we got anyway?
It looked cool. I didn't read it.
Blessing of the Dawn and the Dusk. You may bestow spells twice in a single
Day,
Once
once
at
at dawn, as per usual, and once at
and one at
dusk.
dusk.
However, load of power is excruciating. Makes a saving throw versus petrification, or lose 1 point of intelligence or wisdom randomly determined permanently.
Yeah, that probably would have been bad on Min. A,
That's
because she would have
flop.
used it, and then B, she would have lost a point of wisdom.
You wouldn't have been the first character to have a stat of 3.
Yeah.
Look,
Well,
it's okay.
Cool. Alright, well, we will call it there. Good session.
Thank you.
Got some of the information you were after.
Yeah, and we didn't die.
Yeah.
You didn't die. In fact,
We're
you're a lot
just
healthier than you were.
prolonging. Yeah, I know. We're just prolonging this.
Cool. Alright,
excellent.
no worries.
Cheers.
Good
Catch
game.
you guys.
See ya.
Cool. Thanks, everybody.
So yeah.